Grace, courage, discernment. These are all the things that I've actually gained since joining this program. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amogelang. I am a business improvement engineer at Nampak. So standing up here is a bit emotional because the journey of this class has been emotional. Starting with the first letter, I said grace. Before I started these sessions, I was riddled with anxiety. I was riddled with the fear of failure. But through this class, I actually started practicing grace. What does grace mean? Grace means looking at yourself and seeing all the bad and actually understanding that nothing in this world comes with just good. It comes with the bad. And whatever you do, you need to realize that the bad also helps you. And with that being said, I learned how to forgive myself. I learned how to forgive others. And that's how I actually gained grace. Okay? So with that being said, my levels of anxiety have reduced and I'm able to cope with the stresses that come. Second word that I said was courage. What comes to mind is how dare I, right? How dare I be a manager? How dare I stand up for myself? How dare I do a good job? And the reason why I'm saying all of this is because the first lesson that Thomas taught us is, yes, you can. And that's how I dared to do all of these things. And that's where I developed and started practicing courage. And that's the whole reason why I'm standing up here today. Because I know I can, and I know I will. And if you got it, you got it. But if you don't, you can still work towards it. Okay? I'm shaking, guys. Okay, so on the last note on courage, before I started this session, I was riddled with fear. And I noticed that my fear was a little stronger than my faith. And the faith is actually what I see in myself and what I believe I can actually achieve. And with that being said, I have stronger faith than fear now because I can and I dare to do it.
Yes.
Okay, number 3, discernment. This is what I aim to achieve because in most times when we do self-introspections, we actually focus on the negative. We forget that we have done so much to be here. You have achieved so much to get, sorry for the language, to get your ass out of the bed and go to work. Yeah. So in that sense, I will focus on the good and also focus on the bad. And I pray to God that I know the difference of the negative and the bad and how they come together for my good. And that's where discernment comes in. All right? And then the last part that I wanted to focus on in terms of discernment is that you need to look for the blessing in the, guys, come on, you know this. You need to look for the blessing in the, okay, and the downside in the upside. Exactly. So that's where discernment comes in. And that's where it plays a pivotal role in how you look at life, how you do things at work, and how you actually look at the future as well. Okay, I'm not going to drag this on and on and on, but I'm very humbled in that I've experienced every one of you since the first day of this course. I've sat down with you guys, I've had conversations with you guys, and you've gotten to know me, and I've gotten to know you, at least a little bit. And what I'm actually extremely grateful for is that each and every one of you opened up to each other. you actually welcomed each other with warmth, love, and courage, knowing that whatever I do, I hope that other person understands. Or whatever I do, I hope I don't hurt that other person. And for that, I am extremely thankful to every one of you. And I believe that you guys, once again, deserve another round of applause. Thomas. Wow. Guys, I've never met anyone as kind as Thomas. I am so grateful for you. I think Ropiwa and I, we talk about you. And the one thing that stood out is even when I made excuses for coming in late, he understood. And he actually tried to empathize with me along the way. The other thing that I'm so grateful for is that even if we're late, you give us a call and tell us, calm down, relax, as long as you're safe. And for that, I saw the love in that. And I really appreciate you showing us love, even though you don't know us. And you don't owe us anything. But for that, I'm extremely thankful. And I think Thomas himself deserves a round of applause.